Okay, ladies and gentlemen, this is International Red's Fashion Experience. And the name of the show today, and I have a special guest, Friday Forever, and she's a good topic for this subject today because she's very familiar with relationships. So that's why I wanted to refresh my memory on it because I've been in one relationship for the last 5 years, so I have not been familiar with any changes of new people in my life. Been like devoted to one woman, one relationship. So that's her and get some pointers on the modern day way of dealing with relationships. All right, ladies and gentlemen, my guest today is Friday Forever, and we're going to start off. I guess I'll let her just tell you a little bit about herself. What's up? In the show relationships.
What do you want to know? I don't know what to say
Well, I mean,
unless you ask me a question.
well, I know you're a very sociable person. I would call you a social
Butterfly.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. A very sociable person. I'm kind of an introvert. I talk a lot when with people who I really know them, like on a talk show or fans playing TV or something. But generally out in public, I don't really just go up to people and talk to them. But I notice you do. You'll talk to people. I remember the lady at Costco that had the Tebow outfit on.
We didn't know she had Timu.
No, we didn't know that, but we knew that she looked good. She was very short. Well, outfit. I said, wow, she's fashionable. Fashionable is the thing, because that's something I know something about. She was very fashionable, and I was telling her how fashionable the lady was. And then before I knew it, they were talking, and they were friends, and they were changing numbers, and like they knew each other for months. And they had just met 5 minutes. That's why I'm saying she's very a sociable person.
Unsociable?
Yeah, I admire that about her because a lot of people are not sociable. I mean, you don't get people right off the bat to like you and talk to you, open up to you. And you do that. So either you'd be a good therapist, or like you are, you do therapy at night. And you're the hug ambassador. So, you got a lot of attributes that
Compassion.
deal with being social.
Compassion.
Yeah, compassion. So what do you think about relationships? How do you feel about it?
I don't know. I don't have one. I've not been.
You have associate. What about men? You have boyfriends?
A boyfriend to me is one, and he takes time and he knows about you and cares and loves, and it's all about you.
Right. So boyfriend is like being in a relationship.
Yeah. I mean, that's what that is to me.
Well, that's what I'm familiar with relationship.
But you keep saying that I have a lot of boyfriends.
Well, I mean, I don't know what you consider. You just told me that you don't have one. So the other ones that I see you associates, friends of yours.
People I care about.
Or people that because you're a social person, so I can understand that. Me, myself, I am, I have friends like you, for instance, your family, but friends and family. I want to have friends, associates that I have.
You do have associates.
No, I do have. I have associates. I was with Roy and a few people yesterday.
But not
Lady friend.
female associates.
Yeah, I got Joanna. I was seeing Joanna the other day.
And
We had coffee at McDonald's.
I don't know who Joanna is, but the one who
You
lives
know her because she used to be at the chicken place.
the Kangaroo Land, you have her.
Kangaroo Land.
She comes in, yeah.
Kangaroo. Let's say that again. I gotta remember. Kangaroo.
The one from Australian. You have her.
Oh, Debbie Taylor. Yeah, Debbie Taylor. She's an associate friend. Been friend for years. Actually, before I knew you. She's been around a long time, but it's not a close relationship because she's out of town. But it's cool though. But it's all good. Me and Roy introduced me to it. But anyway,
What about relationships?
certain people come in your life. Like I was talking to Big Mike the other day. He's going to be at Juneteenth, so I said I'll go and see him sing. But certain people in your life, they're there for certain reasons. You can't make them your real friend, tight friends, because you can't. Some people you can't trust, but you know how far to go with them, so you still want them in your life because certain things you might want to do with them. Like Big Mike, perhaps I might go to his church or go to see him sing at Juneteenth. Certain things, limited amount of things, but I would never do business with him again. I would never go on a long trip with him nowhere. I'll never go shopping with him because he don't keep no money. Certain things you don't do with them. But my friend Silky is coming back. He's doing real good. And me and him go shopping and we do things. He's my best friend, actual best friend. And he's back. He's on his way back. He's just waiting on some money. We gotta go to LA like we used to do.
Wasn't he in the hospital?
No, he wasn't in the hospital. He was just at home recuperating from a stroke that he had. It really was an aneurysm. He had trouble with it.
Where does he live? Out here?
He lives in Fresno.
Oh, right.
But
Okay.
he always lived there. And I always used to go there and see him. Go there. We're going to do that again, and that's really my real best friend. And these relationships like that, you keep those. Like the relationship I got with you, with Silky, with Beverly. These relationships you keep. You don't ever get rid of them unless things come to a certain situation. But most of the time, you keep those relationships. But you have other relationships that you may have friends, like me, for instance. If I have women friends, it'll be platonic because I'm in a relationship. But there's nothing wrong with having women friends that you might go to the movies with, you might go to eat. There's nothing wrong with that. People think that, oh, you're cheating on your woman when you go out. No, you're not. Because if you have a platonic friend, this is where people get things mixed up. So you have to have trust and understanding, and you have to be dedicated to if you have a mate, you be dedicated to your mate. But you still have friends that you can go out with, male or female, if it's platonic. Just like Roy, on the 2nd is my birthday. On the 1st, which is Sunday, he's taking me and his son, because his son is his birthday is on the 30th of this month. So he's gonna take both of us out to eat on that day, because I take him out to eat on his birthday. That's what we do. Certain things we do as friends. But that's a relationship that's on the friendship side. He is actually a friend too. But the other 5 or 6 people that be around him, that I be around, see him, they're just associates because I know them through him. They're actually more his friends. But they became my friends because I see them. So I go, when I'm not doing things, sit around a table and talk. But they always just talking about the same thing. So I'll be trying to broaden my horizons. Like I want to start going to casinos. This other girl, Joanne, she goes to the casinos too. She goes to another casino that she was telling, because I was telling her about the casino Friday told me about.
Who's Joanne?
She used to be at the chicken place. The black girl used to sit with us with the short black neck, light gray hair. Not very attractive, but good personality.
You go on a bus there?
She goes on the bus too.
Or a
I'm
train?
going to go with her there, and I'm going to go with you. Whoever goes, she's not going till September, but me and you will go probably before then. But I'm going to start doing more in life because as the older I get, the more I want to do, because I know when you get a certain age, you can't do that. So I want to do all I can do while I can do. Because people get life mixed up. They put things off, and then they get to a certain age, and then they can't do things. I don't want to be that person. I want to do what I can while I can. In fact, I want to look as good as I can while I can. All the things I can do, I want to do it while I can. I'm not going to put nothing off because your future is not guaranteed. You don't know what's going to happen. People have strokes. People have heart attacks. People fall down. It's just life is not certain. From day to day, we never know what's going to happen. So make every day your best day. And that's how I feel about the relationship part about it, as far as being involved with people. I'm gonna be more outgoing and try to meet more people and be more social. But you got that down.
But you always say, I don't have time for people.
I say that.
You do.
No,
You say, I don't want them in my
no, that's different now.
My
I
thing.
feel different now because I don't want to be by myself either. If you could be by yourself, or you can have associates, or you can have friends. You have people you can talk to. Being around people, it makes you feel good because you talk to people, and they and they talk. If they're positive and they got good vibrations, it's good. If it's a negative, people complaining. Yeah,
Isn't Roy that way?
no, he's all right. He's okay. When you want to know people and you know how they are, you know that they're good people at heart. You know, just like you're good at heart. You're a good person.
You're comparing me to those people.
No, I'm saying when it comes to being good at heart, yeah. Because he's a good person. It's just that he lets people take advantage of him. The wrong people, like I call them tramps. These people that don't have nothing, homeless, that are in distress, he always give them money and do things for them. Give them $1 or $2 and let them go, but he helps them. He'll help them feed them and do all kind of stuff for them. But he says that's what he likes to do. So if he likes doing it, I understand now because he explains it. I said, well, if you're happy doing it, then it's cool. Because he don't buy no clothes. He got one outfit and maybe 2 or 3 shirts and maybe one coat. But he has a lot of money, but he gives it away. He doesn't spend it on himself. Some people are like that. So if they're like that and they're happy, and other people's stuff, then who am I to say it's wrong? I can't say. First I thought, they're making a fool out of him. But if that's what makes him happy, then what can I say?
I like buying people things too.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. See,
I like
there's nothing wrong with it if it makes you happy.
I like buying presents.
Well, the only thing I know about you buy things, but then you might have money one day, but that's your way, so I understand. It's no problem. But then you don't say, "Well, I'm not worried about next week." You just spend it and then spend it all.
No, I spend mine to try and catch up on bills
Oh, really?
because I'm so far behind owing. Yeah, because of circumstances.
Yeah, I know. I know that team will get you messed up too. It
No,
crossed me up the other day.
not Timu.
People got me messed up because I spent money and I wasn't supposed to spend it, but I did because they said I was going to get all this free stuff. So I bought something, and then the free stuff didn't come up. Did it happen to you? It didn't come up. I didn't see it,
I've gotten free stuff.
but I didn't get my free stuff. And then I did it again. I didn't get it, but I have got it in the past. When they have you do the spin thing, it spins and then you stop it, and then they say you got all this. Do you get that stuff?
You get a time to pick out things that you
Yeah,
want.
you pick it up, but does yours come up? Mine.
And then it goes into a truck.
It came up, but then when I put it on, it didn't go. It didn't go to my cart. I didn't see it.
I don't have money problems because of Timu. I have money problems, like what you said. I might have money and then I won't
Yeah.
because my cats need stuff that's expensive. I need cleaning products. I need toilet paper. I need things. I need regular household things.
I get those. I get that. I get that.
And going to the market right on the corner is for the convenience is
Yeah,
buku.
I never go to those stores. I always go to.
I don't
Dollar
have a
Tree.
choice.
Dollar Tree. When I go on the weekends with my woman, I go to Dollar Tree.
I don't have a choice.
And I do that,
Lucky you.
and then like I have my stuff. Like yesterday, I forgot to get mouthwash when I was at the Dollar Tree the weekend, but I got everything else. And then I make sure to get toilet paper because I get it.
Soap
Soap, I get all that.
for laundry,
And
best at the Dollar Tree.
yeah, you get
I
different
spend
things.
buku.
And
at
like you said,
Target.
it's way out, so you can't get it. You have to go to Target.
You gotta have a vehicle.
You have to have a vehicle. It's way out there. And like you say, it's, you know, the convenience to go to the corner store. But I never go to the corner store. It's been years since I actually shop.
And you pay. And then
Because
you
I know you
lose,
pay
and then
when you
all your money's gone.
When you go to those stores, they charge you.
Yeah.
So I try to go out to those other stores. Because I've even got candy for it. I do go to the movies. I got candy already put aside. So when I go, I don't have to go for the moment buying stuff over here.
I will get to that point of, I already have my mind.
Right.
I've been, oh, did I tell you I got a paper shredder?
Oh, you did?
My counselor got one.
Well, that's good. That's wonderful.
I've been shredding paper like crazy. Sorry.
Well, that's good.
To
But-
get rid of stuff so I can.
But the main thing in relationships, get people that make you happy, make you feel better, not worse. Because some people, back in the past, when I was at like a chicken place and I wasn't available to just do my own thing. I was like selling movies, and then I was like people coming up to me, all type of different personalities. People that some of them that were evil, some people that were cool. That partner I've been knowing since '83. We met in the penitentiary in Seattle.
Big Mike.
No, this is CB. And he had a bad attitude,
wow.
and I know he hated me for years, and I didn't know why. It was because
I didn't know that.
I'm light skinned and I looked good, and the women liked me. And he had hate because he was an ugly guy, and he, you know, women didn't
Tall, skinny.
but women didn't like him that much, and he had I didn't know he felt like that until he talked about me and this other guy that was in the Fillmore Bay Media Group, and this other guy was light skinned and good looking too, and he would say things about us, and I didn't know he felt like that. And then it dawned on me later on when he used to come to the chicken place. He act all funny when he'd be over there, and I'd be sitting. There'd be another a lady named Patsy.
He didn't have a personality.
Yeah, the lady named Patsy would be sitting over here. Women would like to come sit around me because I looked good and then I was selling stuff and I had a nice personality. So people would sit all day sitting around. Even some guys would sit there all day. But he would come in there with an attitude. You know. I remember one day you asked him something. Did he have a girlfriend or something? He got me. You know, because he had a bad attitude. He didn't have a girlfriend. I ain't never seen him with a girlfriend. Me and Dollar Bill used to say, I said, man, he don't even have no girlfriend because he had a bad attitude. You know, Fast Black didn't like him. Nobody actually liked him. But I'd known him for years and he knew
Wait,
me.
is that the guy that stole the money
Yeah.
and moved on, or?
The one that stole the money. He died, you know.
I
I
thought,
told you he died.
I thought maybe.
Yeah, but he's the one, yeah. I'm saying he had an evil spirit. But I was trying to be friends with him because I didn't know no better at the time. Now I know better. I know when you get around those kind of people, you don't want to be around. You just let them go hide and goodbye. And get around good people, good vibrations, that's what you want. You want to know the difference when you get in a relationship. And then it's cool to be around people. Because there's a lot of good people. There's a lot of good people in the world. You just have to be willing enough to don't be a shell. Don't close yourself to people. This is what I was doing at one time. I was always attracting bad people. Maybe I better just leave people alone. And then I found out people are good. It's like Friday, if I would have closed her off, I did try to close her off. Because Big Mike, my friend, he was the one that was opening the door for her.
No, he
Because he's
wasn't.
a social guy too.
No, he wasn't.
He's a social dude. He was. No, he's really sociable. He's like you and.
He's a smack talker. He talks smack.
Well, yeah, he don't tell the truth though. Most of the time, he's not telling the truth.
It's true.
And I try to be truthful. That's one thing about me. When I do say something, I do talk. I tell the truth because that's the best. That's one thing you can do. Be honest. You want to be around people that's honest, so you get an understanding. You know. But in relationships, say like getting in an intimate relationship. I look at it like this. Getting in an intimate relationship, be friends. I figure you should be friends first for like 6 months at least, kind of get to know each other's everything. And then if you want to take it to the next step as far as moving on to an intimate relationship, or you want to stay friends, you won't run it. You won't run it like that. If you get in a relationship right away, and then you get intimate right away, and then you blow whatever possibility you have of anything. Because you're not gonna want to be bothered.
But wait, there's friends with benefits.
Yeah, but older people our age, that's not really a benefit.
Don't put me in your category.
How's that a benefit? You said you like friends with benefits.
Did I say that?
You brought it
Say,
up.
what
They're
about friends with benefits?
Those are
Is that
mostly
the
for younger
next
people.
stage is what you're saying?
No, those are for younger people. Friends with
Whatever.
benefits.
You're stupid in your head.
So you tell me about it then. I look at it as young people.
It's,
Because young people are
it's-
not trying to get into committed relationships because they're young. So they're sowing their wild oats. So they do that.
I disagree
Tell me
wholeheartedly
why.
with
Tell me.
you.
That's what the subject's about. Relationships. Tell me why.
I don't agree with what you just said.
Okay.
I don't agree because I've been
Tell me.
married many times.
When you were
I'm
young.
just
When you were young. Bro.
not for it. 20s, 30s,
You're not for
40s.
friends with benefits.
20, 30, 40.
You're not for it.
40 is not young.
Are you for friends with benefits or against it?
Husbands.
No, are you for friends with benefits?
I think friends with benefits is for every age.
Or you think it's for every age?
Yeah. That's what I disagree with you with about.
Well,
You think it's only for young
no,
youngsters.
let me explain why. Can I explain why?
Go
See,
ahead.
when you're at a certain age, from 20 till maybe, it all depends on how fast you mature. When you get to your late 40s and say even 40s, you should be trying to get in a relationship. Women really in their 30s because they still want to have some kids. Because when they get in their 40s and 50s, they can't have kids no more. So they should be trying to get in a serious relationship in their 30s. A man, he could be in his 40s or 50s. And then he can say, well, I want to find one woman and get confide in her. So a man could maybe be friends with benefits up to the 40s. But me, myself, I never was in the friends with benefits. I'm either in a relationship.
Neither was I.
I'm either in a relationship or I'm not in a relationship. You know, friends with benefits. I mean, let me tell you why I say that. Because if you're with friends with benefits, you're with that person and that person's with somebody else as well or somebody else. And are you going to be jealous? Are you going to be mad if you like them and you want them? Sure you are. You're not going to go for that. Because you're a friend with benefits and he got other people that he's friends with benefits.
They don't tell you about that,
But
I'm
it's
sure.
friends with benefits, so they have more than one friend. There was somebody I heard talking about poly. Do you know what poly something relationship?
Polyamorous.
It's poly something relationship. They got these different relationships now, where there's a married couple and then they have a side, somebody on the side, right?
The guy and the girl.
Yeah.
There's two separate people.
Hold on, this is my queen.
You're doing a show. You're right
I
in the
know,
middle
that's
of
what I'm
the show.
telling you. I'm doing a show right now, Beverly. That's my queen. I'm all right. Say hi to Frankie.
Hi, Beverly. We're right in the middle of a show called Friendship, right? Friends.
Hi, Fantastic Friday.
Okay.
So
All
cute.
right, I'll call you later, baby.
She's so cute.
All right, be good. No, I just had to talk about it because I don't talk to you as often as I
She
used to.
doesn't. She remembers me.
Yes, she remembers. That's what I'm saying, because she's kind of going through a little something. I'm so happy when she does call me like that. That's why I had to answer. I don't care, show or no show. And it's all about relationships, and that's my main relationship. I had to do that. It's a good thing. But like she said, they have all these different relationships now that they change it to suit the situation is what I look at. These people do things for their own benefit. What I mean is, you have a friends with benefits, right? That's what we used to call it. Now it's some other stuff they call it.
I never heard of that until I moved here.
Well, it's been around for a long time. That's why when I was young,
I don't know.
they had it. And I would just be having 2 or 3 women, and I wouldn't call it friends with benefits. I would just do this is my woman here, this is my woman here, this is my woman.
Because you were a pimp back then.
So I just had women. It wasn't be no all that friends with benefits. They were my women. It wasn't no friends. So that's why I don't go along with it. But right now, I'm just a square. So it could work, like she said, any age. That's her opinion. So I could see that it could happen any age. If you're an active person and your mind is more set on being involved in a lot of women, and you're a man, then friends with benefits is probably cool. And like her, she said it's good at any age. You know, Friday's a social butterfly. If she met 2 or 3 men and they you know, she liked them all different stuff, then maybe she could deal with friends with benefit. I don't know.
I don't know.
But anyway, the thing about it is, I always thought that it was something like maybe her daughter's age. But she's right. It could be any age, because if you're sexually active, what age that could be, any age. So therefore, I think you might.
I mean, look at the women in Vegas.
You might be right.
They're older. They're old.
Which woman is
Doing slot machines. They're old. They got money. And guys, I mean, some have the looks and some really don't.
the women, you mean?
Yeah.
Well,
But
yeah,
the ones that do,
No, there's women in their 70s that are sexually active, 80s. I mean, the point of
and
it
they
is-
look good.
No, and they can have
And they look
they
good.
can have friends with benefit. You know, they can have friends with benefit. So what you're saying, it makes a lot of
What's the
sense.
time that you,
26 now. 26 minutes. So,
30,
no, I look at my thing. I got 4 minutes. So we're gonna wrap this up on my show. I don't know what show her show is gonna be about. But I know it's
not your show.
All I know is this is about relationships. I figure that like I said, the best way is to be friends. That's how I do it. I've been doing it with the 2 best women I've been with. One woman, I was friends with her maybe a year. The one in the 90s, she was a black woman. My sister told me, she challenged me. She said, "You don't need to be with all these. This I'm not even talking to now." And she didn't get along with neither one of these black women that I'm with. This one here and the one then. This woman took me on Mother's Day. I told you, spent $100 on flowers. This and that. Called my mother, said my mother was in love with her. And she was telling me, "You all riding around with me and everything. You need to go see your mother, because my mother, I don't have a mother. My mother's dead. But your mother's still alive and you're not seeing her today and it's Mother's Day." I said, "Well, I'm kind of scared. My sister's kind of, you know, they get kind of jealous of her. We go through it with my mother. You know, and my money was funny too. I didn't, you know, she said, bam, she drove me to my mother's, spent $100 on flowers, candy, balloons, and all. My mother was so happy and my sister was so mad. And she brushed my mother's hair and all that. And my sister found out, Barbara, she was mad at that woman. And after that, they never got along. She said, but she the one told me, get you a black woman. And I got a strong black woman that was stronger than her and made her stronger than her.
She should have been there brushing the mom's hair, giving her flowers, loving on her.
That's what she should have did. But she got mad because I did what she did, because I used to respect my sister at one time. You know, I used to look up to her. And then when I found out, no, she's full of shit, because she got a trap after I got these women that got it together.
Even when you were with white women, she had a problem.
Well, not too much. But the main thing was when she, because my first wife, she got along good with her because she was very young, so she, you know, we looked up to my sister. But the point of it is that it's just getting along with people. You have to do the best you can and be your own best self and be happy for yourself. Don't try to please no one else, because just like she got with her family, this dude Joe she with ain't nothing. You understand me? He was drunk in the park and he's been drinking ever since. I thought she was just going to be you know, go out with him, not move him in the house and be with him 15 years and be his fall in love with him, be with him like they are together. I didn't think it was going to go that far.
His sugar mama.
You know, yeah, that's what it is. And it's just, I said, well, okay, you can't tell me nothing about what I'm doing. You know, because I'm doing a good thing. My woman's got a master's degree. She's a retired social worker. You know, she had her stuff going on. And my sister didn't even graduate from school. She got the house and all that stuff from my father because my mother, she didn't finish paying for the stuff because my father passed away, and then she ended up telling my mother that she paid for it, but I know she didn't. And she ended up, getting everything. And my other sister didn't really care about that, doing her thing. And so it just was one of those things. But the point is, the point on the relationship thing is, do your own thing, whether it's friendships with benefits, whether it's
Isn't it 4 months?
monogamy, one woman, one man,
You're past
whatever
it.
you want to do. No, it's 28, it's 29 now, 30, now it's 30. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to close my show. I'll see you all. Be good.
Bye.
Bye now.